Hey, boy, it's been a while since I did a video. Actually, been about 3 weeks. I've been going through a health challenge these past 3 weeks, and as I was meditating on the things that have confronted me during these past 3 weeks, it reminded me of a story of Nehemiah, and I want to share that story with you. In Nehemiah, it talks about um, God placed a compassion in Nehemiah's heart for the rebuilding of Jerusalem, and specifically the rebuilding of the walls of Jerusalem. Well, it came to the point where he was actually in captivity. King Artaxerxes was he was the wine barrier for him, and King Artaxerxes thought very highly of Nehemiah, and he noticed him. He was usually very joyful and exuberant in his actions, and one day he wasn't. He was very sad, and the reason why he was because he was really hurting, and had such compassion for Jerusalem. And the king asked him what the trouble was, and he explained to him that he felt God telling him to go and to build these walls. Well, the favor of God was with him because King Artaxerxes says he blessed him. In fact, he blessed him so much, he provided material to take with him. He provided some small army to go with him. He provided letters that would introduce him through different regions that would give him a safe journey to Jerusalem. When he gets to Jerusalem, at that time, Jerusalem had been laying in rubble for 70 years. Well, at this time, all the captives, the children of Israel, were coming together in Jerusalem to start building Jerusalem back again. And as Nehemiah got everyone together and got a plan together and started doing it, as soon as they started doing this, they started getting obstacles, adversaries. And it was these Sumerian leaders. One was Sanballat, and the other one was Tobiah, Geshem the Aramite. And they were very angry that Nehemiah was coming from the outside, coming in and starting to do that. In fact, it was pride and jealousy because they hadn't done anything in 70 years to do anything. And now Nehemiah was coming in to start it. Well, first they started mocking them, and they started saying that even if they got the walls up, that the quality of work wasn't going to be good. In fact, Tobiah said that foxes would run over the walls and they would crumble because of the quality of work that they did. Then they conspired to attack them and to confuse them and to delay the construction. And then they started directing their conspiracies toward Nehemiah, started spreading all kinds of lies and rumors and saying that he was a coward and trying to cause resentment within the ranks of the children of Israel and Nehemiah. And every obstacle that they threw at him, Nehemiah countered him. He prayed to God and asked God to continue to bless their work, bless their hands as they proceeded to do what the Father was actually willing them to do. And they continued to keep doing this. Nehemiah was laser focused, man. He showed such huge example of a great leader because he wasn't a dictator. He came in and he worked alongside them building the walls, and they had such respect for him. But Sanballat and Tobiah kept badgering him, kept trying, and then they changed their tactics, and they went toward Nehemiah and they started flattering him about it. And so let's sit down in the temple and let's talk about this. And they were trying to lure him away to do harm to him. But he knew because God kept revealing their plans. So he just kept going, and he didn't try to confront them about the lies. He didn't try to countermand or throw back any accusations toward them. He said he knew he had to stay focused on what was at hand, and that was building the walls. And as he did this, being faithful and being diligent in what he was doing, because he was relying on God and he was relying on the resources God was providing him. He was providing workers to work day and night, and he was providing also soldiers. The workers would be armed with armor to watch. One would be turned toward the wall working, and the other one would be turned toward the direction of any type of attack. So Nehemiah, every step of the way, every obstacle, every trial, every bump in the road, he was able to overcome it. And that's what this message to me is telling us, that we need to continue to stay focused on what we're doing for God, whether it's sharing the love of Jesus, whether it's sharing the gospel, or whatever God has placed in your heart. Mine has been these videos, and it made me think that I should not allow things, whether it's physical, financial, or spiritual, to delay me or to distract me from the things that God has placed in my life. And that's this, because these videos have been such a huge blessing to me, and they have helped me along my journey as a man of God. And I believe it's touching lives. And so I know that the enemy is going to fight in any way that he can, because he roams around seeking whom he may devour. And he's here to steal, kill, and destroy, and whatever he can to counteract us. So my encouragement to you is, stay in the Word of God. Continue to read his Word. Continue to meditate on it day and night. Continue to sow into the Word of God, because as you sow into it, you're going to reap so many more benefits in return. So my encouragement to you is, stay focused on what God has for you. I pray that God blesses you guys physically, spiritually, and financially. And I will be doing a video next week. I love and appreciate everyone. God bless you. God bless you guys. And I pray that God continues to encourage you during these times that we live in. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.